Hey guys, DPG here, David Patrick Green of hackhollywood.com and davidpatrickgreen.com. And today I've got a fantastic video for those of you who live in small markets, small towns, maybe in countries even where there isn't much film production going on, and you want to know how to get involved in the entertainment business. Specifically how you can become a professional actor. Well, I've got one dandy of a video, but before we get to that, please do the following: like, subscribe, and share the video, okay? I need all the help I can get, especially from you guys. So if you are getting value here, please pay it forward, okay? I don't ask for anything in return other than pay it forward and help out your fellow actors. Okay, so let's talk about what if you live in a small town. So most of my audience are living in the United States. They're in Canada as well. I get a lot of viewers in Canada. I get some in the UK, English speaking markets. But a lot of my clients, my coaching clients, they don't live in the big acting markets. They don't necessarily live in Los Angeles or New York, Toronto or Vancouver. They live in smaller areas and they want to know, well, what can I do? Well, I've got this great client story because honestly, when people approach me with that question, I'm like, I don't know. What should you do, right? And I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm stumped. But I never give up. And I've had incredible successes with professional coaching clients that have really turned their lives around and gotten involved in the entertainment business, even though they live in a small town. So here's just one story of a client I have. She lives in a small town in Michigan, and she actually lived in New York for quite a while and didn't have a lot of luck because she wasn't being coached by somebody like me. She followed the traditional path of focusing on headshots and demo reels and agents and casting directors and just doing what she was told, right? Like a good little actor. And then she kind of gave up. She was kind of down on the whole thing and a little disheartened. So she moved back home and she moved in with her dad. And she contacted me and said, hey, I'm not ready to give up, but I don't know what to do anymore. And I'm a little bit fragile right now. And I said, okay, let's see what we can do. And honestly, the beginning of the journey was a little bit trying to figure out what exactly she really wanted and how to do it in a small town. But then I started to think, I always say get involved in the entertainment industry, right? Well, there is no entertainment industry where she lives, but then again, there is. If you think about it, if you think carefully, you will realize that there is an entertainment industry everywhere, okay? Anywhere that there is electricity and television and all that stuff and internet, there's an entertainment industry because anybody who is broadcasting or streaming something is in the entertainment business. And what are some of the offshoots, or at least the components of the entertainment business? Well, one of them is the news business, okay? And what are the other components of entertainment? I mean, there's TV, there's radio, there's film, there's all kinds of, there's podcasting now, there's social media, which is a form of entertainment, right? Because, what's YouTube, right? That's entertainment. Sports, like there's just so many different things, and you just gotta think out of the box, because once you work in entertainment, your associations and your relationships will be with other entertainment people. And oh my gosh, I'm just thinking of another client in Atlanta. She worked on a game show in Atlanta. Well, everyone who works on the game shows, meaning the crew, they all work on scripted stuff and reality shows. And so if you work in reality TV, you can easily translate that into scripted television and becoming an actor. So anyway, back to my client, ADD. See my video on ADD. So my client is like, what should I do? What should I do? And I'm like, well, what are the businesses that are in town, right? That are involved in entertainment? And she was pretty short on that answer. So I thought, well, okay, let's talk. Do you have radio stations in town? Yes, we do. Okay. Do you have TV stations in town? Yes, we do. Okay. what's going on with those TV stations and those radio stations? Why don't you introduce yourself to them? Start building relationships. So she did. First thing she did was she got a job actually working in a radio station. So operating the boards, the levels, the sound levels, playing commercials, things like that. But they also let her start reading the news and the weather, and then she started introducing songs. So she became a DJ, Saturday morning DJ, professionally, with no experience. All she had was enthusiasm, and we really worked on her relationship building skills. So you can become friends with someone before you actually try to get a job with them, because once you are friends with someone, they're far more likely to hire you. So she got this job in radio. It didn't pay much, but she had lots of time to do other things and work at a regular job. So she started to look for a regular job. But I said, why don't you start looking at TV stations? And she started to look at TV stations. And again, she wasn't very aggressive. She just looked at jobs that they had posted wherever people post jobs, Indeed.com, Glassdoor.com, Monster.com. You tell me where they post these things. I don't know. But she saw some TV. I said, first of all, get the list of all the TV stations in town, right? Get the list. There can't be many, 10 maybe. And now we'll look at who owns these TV stations, right? Well, they're all owned for the most part, or they're at least affiliated with major broadcasting companies like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, okay? Well, ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox also make tons of scripted programming. They're owned by other huge conglomerates like Disney or Amazon, who make tons of streaming shows on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, on Disney Plus. The list goes on. So they're all interconnected. It's entertainment. And there's a lot of consolidation constantly going on in the entertainment industry. So anyway, to make a short story long, she started approaching TV stations. She saw a position. She lost a few. She didn't, she applied and didn't get some. But I said, just stick with it and keep on them. Keep following up, because every time you follow up, it's like another job interview. And she did. And she finally got through to somebody and spoke to them and said, I'm really interested. I think I'm qualified. Oh, what experience do you have? I work in radio. Oh, even though she had no experience when she got into radio, now she's got experience that's relevant to television. So next thing you know, they bring her in for interviews. They start her at work. It's kind of like a part-time temporary thing. And within a week, she emailed me and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. They're actually going to create a position for me that wasn't available, that didn't exist before, based on the fact that they really like me and the work I've done for them. So it's amazing. She's now getting a full-time salary, just started, in television with an affiliate of Fox, who has stations all across not only the United States, but around the world. And her dream is to kind of go back to New York. And I looked up, who they were, and they're affiliated with lots of stations in New York. So it's a very easy transition to maybe working in television. By the way, she's doing reporting, on-air reporting. What great practice for an actor. And she's also learning how to edit. Another great skill to have as an actor. And learning how the whole business works, the whole news cycle, and doing these sort of social media friendly stories. So I'm assuming she's also going to learn how to generate a lot of attention on social media. Another great skill for actors. So there you go, guys. That's how you get involved in a small market. And then if you want, you can get involved in a bigger market through the relationships and affiliations you have within that small market. Oh, and yeah, let me just sort of complete the loop on this. One of the first things she told me was somebody at the station has a very close relationship with one of the biggest movie directors in movies today. Somebody who has directed multiple Marvel and adventure movies, who is based in, I believe, New York City. So she's now got a direct channel to this director. So it's all about the relationships, but it's all about creating the perception and getting involved in the industry that you want to work in. And acting is not an industry. Acting is a part of the entertainment industry. Okay? So get involved in the entertainment industry wherever you happen to live, and then you can translate that very easily to anywhere you want to go. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if I missed anything. I know I was all over the place a little bit, but there's always so many great ideas that are coming to me as I'm talking to you. And if you have any questions, or if you have other ideas for videos that you would like me to do, please put them in the comment section below, or contact me if you would like to work with me at david@hackhollywood.com or dpg@davidpatrickgreen.com. I will talk to you soon.